Next thing that we need to talk about very quickly is the reservation of rights. I believe that Dolores, you have something on that.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, Ms. Cullors and myself entered into a negotiation. We've been working with the town to solve the police department loan situation. We met, I think you guys know, with Ms. Cockrell and Chris, and the town has agreed to pay the payment for the month of July. As all of you know, there was no budget appropriated for the town police department payments beginning on July 1st. So with that sense of urgency, Ms. Cullors and I met a couple of times with the town council members, and they agreed, and it's in front of you. There's a reservation of rights agreement. The town agrees to pay half the payment because they still believe that it's 1.5% interest. That's what this assumption is based on. And it basically just says that they reserve the rights to continue to sue if they cannot come to some agreement with the county. I will say that Ms. Cullors and I are continuing to meet with them. The negotiations are ongoing. We're doing our best to move this all forward. So if there's no objection to the reservation of rights, actually we had Sharon Pandak work with the town's attorneys to come up with this agreement. And if there's no objection to it, then I would ask that the county sign so that we could show good faith and move this forward.
Put it on the 21st?
Yeah, do we need this by the 21st?
Yes.
And we need to put this on the agenda on the 21st.
Yes.
Emily, can you do that for us?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Ms. Oates, is it the intent for them to go ahead and we think tomorrow, just by consensus now to go ahead and get it?
I was going to ask you, Mr. Stanley, I know we need a vote physically on this, but if we can come to a consensus, because the payment will be delinquent after tomorrow, and they are willing, they are ready to make the payment. If we agree to this, their council has agreed to this reservation of rights, if this body will agree to the same.
I think, Mr. Chairman, she's just asking, is there a consensus among the board members that are in favor of it? Obviously, subject to formal approval by the board on the 21st of the next meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Stanley, for helping me clarify that.
That's okay.
I would like to say that we have still not agreed on the 1.5%. We're still working on that. But this reservation of rights is much more palatable than the previous one. So I think that's a step in the right direction with our negotiations.
Do they know anything about this at all yet? As it's coming back
Yes,
in town?
yes.
Okay.
I want to say that both bodies are working in good faith. We are trying hard to become us, we, and not us and them. So everybody is working in good faith to come to some conclusion with respect to the town police department.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else have any questions or comments on this? Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. I'd like to know what has caused them to change their mind. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. You talk about good faith. What's good faith about them offering to pay what they've wanted to pay all along? That's not good faith. Good faith would have been meeting somewhere in the middle, maybe. And you can have all your lawyers if you want here take a look at this resolution that maybe is better than the one before. But they got some high price cats sitting down in, Alexandria, someplace that they're paying $200,000 to. And I would bet that their advice is better than what our advice is, because we don't have that high power group. And you talk about good, I don't understand where you get the good faith. Why would they change their mind. There's something hidden here that people are not seeing. They know what's going on. They're not going to tell you. And if they're going to be good faith players, then why wouldn't they pay some of the principal too? Why is it just the interest?
It's an interest-only loan right now, correct, Mr. Stanley?
Yes.
Is that
I
correct?
believe
Yes.
I understand this fall that will change and
It is.
there'll be a principal payment due, correct?
It's an interest-only loan at the moment.
Okay.
So that's the reason. Mr. Kushner, you just have to trust the process that we are working through the negotiations to draw some sort of conclusion. Somebody has to move all center,
Yeah, I trust you too.
and we are working hard.
I know you all are not lawyers. And I know how
But
slippery
we
the
do
temper.
have lawyers.
Well, we have
that
lawyers, yeah, good ones.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to hold my breath because I feel I'm going to get hosed in this somehow. The county will.
Well, we are very optimistic that this is a first step in the right direction.
Thank you, Ms. Sellers.
And, you know, I think that everyone has weighed in on this. I don't want to speak for the EDA, but this is better than what we had before, which was nothing. So I find it encouraging. Is it everything we want? No, but we're going to keep working on this. So
Questions,
I have,
comments, anymore?
if you're going for consensus, I'm in agreement to start with this.
Okay, and Emily, you're putting this on the agenda.
Yes, so my current consensus right now is for the board to move forward the acceptance of the reservation of rights as proposed, pending formal approval at the meeting on the 21st.
Thank you.